Hello. So I've recently discovered how to properly coin punch, and I wanted to show you guys how I managed to beat Clair de Lune in 23 seconds, I think it was. So I will obviously not get this right as soon as I start recording, but I've just been practicing, and I've got a lot better. Obviously, I know there's faster ways of launching yourself in there, but I have not yet mastered that. Yep. So we run it back. Oh, for fuck. We go again. Oh my. Okay. Yes. Right. And okay, yeah, I missed the glove, but ordinarily, if that ending was polished, then I could get a better time. My record being 23 seconds, which is very good, and it's because I learnt the coin punch mechanic, which I'll show you now. So, I'm going to test this on the Stray, just because it's big. I've turned on invincible enemies, so he will not die. But basically, when you punch a coin, when looking, you have to be looking all the way up, otherwise you won't catch it. It just completely disappears off into the distance, or goes into the nearest target. But if you are far away from a near target, then it will just completely disappear or go all the way to the nearest target. I didn't even realise it had that long range. But it will go completely off into the distance if there's no targets. Like, for example, let me just kill all enemies, yeah. And then I just do this, it will disappear forever, and you won't be able to get that back. So, when you do it with an enemy nearby, it goes straight into the nearest enemy's weak point. Let me just spawn in V2, because that's what we're testing it on. Oh my. We're going to be testing on V2, because he doesn't get knocked back, as you can see. So, you do this, and then you punch that up. This multiplies the damage every time you hit him, and you can just keep going infinitely. And if you're good enough, you can also punch the coin mid-air, doubling the damage per coin toss. So, essentially, that is a lot of damage. And it took me an absolute year to get this correct. Because I was starting off by just doing the singular, the normal punch. And you also get the skill point Fistful of Dollar, which is very good and gets you loads of points by the end of it. So, I'm going to show you now with cheats enabled. Basically, when V2 is in its first state after it jumps out the window, it is not vulnerable to anything. Nothing at all. Like, it does no damage, and it changes nothing in its health bar. Like, if I do that, I can grapple onto him, I can do all this. But the only thing that affects him is coins. As you can see, 1 coin's worth of damage has been done. So, if I restart the mission, for a beginner, you could start coin punching like this, which is how I started. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can just finish him off the usual way, which is obviously going to be a lot slower, but it still leads for a pretty good time. Oh, he's dead. I didn't even realise. So that, with some minor mistakes, leaves me at 34 seconds. Still a very respectable time, but it can be a lot faster. So, every single time you punch a coin in the air, like this, it multiplies its damage, and it's not going to come back down because it hasn't hit a target. But if, for example, this is a normal punch's damage, punching a coin adds that coin damage onto it, and every time you punch a coin, it multiplies the punch damage by 4. So it's essentially like doing, let me calculate this, 4, and another 4, so 8, a lot of damage. So I can show you now with not a perfectly clean run. Let's test it again, see what time I can get in comparison to the previous run. There we go. So, there we go, and I actually caught the arm. What did I get this time? 24.5. You can see that saved me a whole 10 seconds by doing the double punch method. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully make this editable and a good video, because this is terrible recording. But let me know if you enjoyed, and requests are open for me to do more content. Thank you. Bye.